Life. And boom, we are back today with a very, very special group. I think they are changing the world of the PVs. They come from LA, and it's always a pleasure to have him here. He's just missing one of the pieces. I think is Justin, but we have the small, and we have here Levin. Oh my God, sorry. Uh, and we today we have for the second time a new lady is going to change our live streams. She is new here, and before we go to talk, I want she to present herself for everybody to know who is she and what she's going to do here in this live stream. Up now.
All right, hi everyone. How are you? Levin and Smiles. Can I call you Smiles or?
Please.
Okay. So my name is Asita, aka Isha, aka Mamacita Goddess, not on YouTube, etc. So I'm planning to do a live stream once a week, hopefully with a group of ladies, and hopefully just a general chit chat about what's going on in the community, build a bit of momentum, and a stronger bond between the EUC community mostly around the world. So yeah, that's hopefully going to kick off in the next few weeks or after Christmas, depending on how many guests we can get to come on. But yeah, hopefully we'll have something regular each week.
Wonderful. Yeah, and the good thing is I do write an EUC also, so there we go.
Yeah.
And she tell me she wants to make the interview with you.
Here we are.
Yeah, I was told about it yesterday, and I was like, "Oh no, can I please join? Can I please join?" So kind of kicked off from that, and I'm glad to be here and having a chat with you guys because I've looked at your Instagrams and social media on Facebook, and you make it so much more fun. Like the way that you dress up, the way that you guys ride, the bond that you have. I need to do a bit more. I don't know if you're on other platforms, but from what I've seen so far, I'm really impressed with what you've achieved, and keep going. Really proud.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to make my question is always very simple questions, guys. We are coming to the end of 2022. We are coming to beginning of 2023. What happened this year for you guys, first of all, and what is going to happen for next year? What you are waiting?
Go ahead, Levin.
Yeah. So this year was pretty big. It was a big growth for the first year. Our biggest event also came by in November, AVS. That was a lot of work. We're pretty burnt out from that. So, but it's been great. The team has been working really hard. I have a huge team behind me, and I appreciate each and every one of them. The social media team putting out a lot of this content for Instagram and Facebook. And then we have our other team members that takes care of like group rides. John and Hope, they've been taking care of some of the slower group rides for the newer people. And then also not really connected fully to LAPEV is Brandon and Mario and Fess that takes care of Intro to Speed. So they've been doing a lot of that every week. For next year, for this year, from the last time we talked, now we have a website. It's not out publicly because it's not really fully finished. It's working, and it'll show some announcement and some big events that's showing up in the next couple months. For next year, I think we're gonna try to plan more out of town takeovers. So last time we did the SF takeover, maybe we'll do, I don't know, Portland or New York is in the pipeline.
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado's in the pipeline. So we might
Always come to London too.
Yeah, the international one is a pretty big step forward, but we will eventually get there. So that's for you guys too. Please come visit, so you can get your merch as well.
I'll definitely come. You guys stay safe. You have so much going on in terms of the community building, group rides, events, and really jealous. I'm really jealous. I'm kind of tempted to move over. So
Yeah, it's been great. We have the advantage of, the laws are still kind of in the gray area.
On the
So
weather.
yeah,
Not
and
today.
we're almost
Not
riding it
today.
the whole year. Except today. Today's actually raining, so my internet's kind of spotty right now. So
Today is everybody to clean the machines.
Exactly.
uh,
Give a little time to get some wine and kind of reset. Yeah.
but yeah, for next year, more takeovers, out of town takeovers. Maybe involve a little bit more new merch. And then we're trying. Recently, we got Meepo on board with us for demo. They sent us a board. I think Smalls Onsra is in, right? We're just
Yeah,
waiting
I
for
think
boards.
that's great. That's part of the conversation of where we're growing. It's just a lot of things happened this year that were unexpected. It's just naturally occurred, through the pipeline of networking and
Hello,
going to these
Mark.
events, like going to ABS, going to Eastgate Con, meeting all these other people from the community that we only knew through the pandemic over Instagram, and actually meeting these people and actually making network connections and friendships. And from there, we grew and like had these new adventures that we just, came out of nowhere, like going to San Francisco. That was just a birth child of just meeting Fabian, who knew Cody. And then Cody um, recommended us. And then all of a sudden, like, we had to go to San Francisco, and like we just made it happen. And now it's like from there we met Hayden, and it's just the birth child of like us wanting to connect and grow with each other. And next year, like, we have to come back and they have to come down and we have to go see them. And it's just, we're just waiting for the perfect weather in time to go back and do these new adventures. And they have all these routes and all these places for us to go, and like we want to go. So it's great for the community. It's just like expanding and growing. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for that energy of like exploration. So that's kind of how we built up this year anyways. It was just kind of putting it out there and just seeing what works, and finding what the people want to do, what the community wants to do, and grow from there. And it's been very fruitful.
with creating and going to all these events, because I know a lot of people try to find sort of platform work and something that can be sort of universal. What would you say?
We're having problems with the.
With your
We cannot.
connection.
Your connection is very bad in the moment.
The internet. The internet.
The internet is falling.
I lag on my end. It looks all nice and smooth. I've got full bars as well. I think it's nice.
No,
It's not
no,
raining.
it's you. No, but it's from you, from your side. But please try again.
Does it sound okay? Should I jump out and in again?
Yeah, try better. Try to go out and come back again. I think it's going to be easy. Okay. So continue, guys. So first of all, just for us to know, I want to understand one thing. You are doing a lot of events. About 1 week ago was a big event. That this event I think was fantastic. Everybody was really dressed up, really prepared to be in LA. Right? How everything works? Who plans this?
Well, the good thing
How?
about our community is it's actually bigger than just LAPEV. It's also Onyx LA,
Mm-hmm.
um, and and
That's
they're
DSK.
they're they're a bigger part of they're a bigger. I mean, there's a different branch of our community also, which is the bike riders, which we're all interconnected. I feel like we're all one big community, and we all have little differentiations, branches into the community. And it's I'm glad they took it on Onyx LA. Mike, Frank, and Chris, you guys did a
Mm-hmm.
great job of like putting
Hello,
putting the
Chris.
event together. It really was a great fun time. And I like they want to do it annually, but I want to do it biannually because waiting for another year to dress up again is a long time. But they proposed we should do like a LAPV prom.
Okay.
Um, so any excuse to dress up is a fun excuse. Yeah, any
It's
excuse to
not
get together is a
excuse.
good
It's
excuse.
not an excuse. I think it's fantastic, and I was very proud to see that everybody's together, everybody who's working together. different groups, but the same idea that we are a community and we have to stick together.
Which event
No,
was that for?
exactly. That's a
This
distinguished
event was a
right.
very special event. I'm going to put it here for everybody. You can continue talking. I'm just going to change here very fast for you guys to see. So LAPD, for the people who don't know, I'm going to leave all the links. I think you're going to see it. They are very active. They are very proud to show the pictures for everybody to see it. And they help a lot the community. And this
Who does
event,
who
I
does the
think,
video and the photos?
Well, this one here
Smalls,
was
yeah. Smalls
well.
does a lot of it, and then we have other people that takes the photos. There's like 4 or 5 of them that does all the social media stuff.
Justin.
Justin
No,
kind of
Well,
stepped back a little.
Yeah, but he's one of the guys who push it, and then you have Smalls, everybody works together. You are like a big team of persons.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
within LAPEB, we have a great team, but beyond us also, like this is video made by Hudson. He's part of the Vaders / Onyx LA. There we go. And he's stepping up also. I think within this
Chris.
last year, I think the theme of the year is stepping up because everybody's, seeing each other, what is capable, and everyone's just just stepping up their game and just having a good time, just showing off, what they can do. And I think that also motivates us to step up our game too. So it's just mutually respect and just amazingness that's coming out of the community.
Yeah.
It looks so much fun. It's not just the way you dress up. You guys seem to have a really, really good bond between all of you, like as a whole group collective. And it really shows in the videos. You make it like I just want to ride with you.
No, exactly. I think that's what started me shooting back. I had my last interview with Nelson was 18 months ago. That's a year and a half ago. And that was me 8 months into the community. And back then, what I started shooting the community is because literally, like, the community is there. There's so much great things coming from the community. They're fun, they're laughable. And my goal was to capture these moments. And you can see, like, it's just nonstop. Fun.
But when we talk about 18 months, I see the progress of the LA area skater, and we have to say that you have done most of the job for them to come so big, because without these pictures, without these videos, without everything you has done there, I think LA area have to be very thankful that what you did there for all of them, because
I appreciate that, and I'm grateful for that. It's a labor of love in a sense. Like, going back to like why this community meant a lot to me. It's literally been very fruitful. Like, just being a part of it and being embraced in the community, and it's only just as that's just growing from here. It's I haven't taken away any of that except for the fact that it's been exhausting, but it still pushes me and motivates me to help this community grow. And I'm grateful that we have so much help beyond just from where I started. We have a great social media team. We have so many people interested in photography and videography and just promoting the groups and the community in their own way. And it's only just growing from here.
yeah, we see some of the beautiful pictures. That is amazing. That I love to see ladies, and you are having more and more ladies active. I think that is fantastic.
What I like about the way that you've been really creative with your content is that you make it fit anybody. It's not just a case of like hardcore riders or sporty people. You make it like fit every normal person. Like the way you guys hang around, it's like it's a group of friends. This is how life really is. And then with the photography, the smart outfits and everything, then you're kind of going into the corporative sector there. But again, it's a playful way of mishmashing the whole different societies that we have. And
for me, before this PEV community, I'm not really big into like bike culture or car culture, and I always saw that that was very niche and very like something unapproachable, and coming into this now is like literally the PEV community is literally like both bike culture and car culture, and we're all proud of our rides, and there is a different there's a stereotype of different niches in the community, but I want to break that down in a sense of like showcasing that it's very inclusive of everybody and can still have all these different types of genres within that, and it's fine. And I think at the end of the day, it's very approachable, no matter you know what you want to do within the community. And I think that's the great thing about what we're trying to do is make the fact that the community is very approachable, very fun, and it's a good place to be.
You guys have done really amazing, and credit to you. keep making the content, keep doing what it is that you're doing.
Great, and definitely.
The
And
trick to
definitely
having
the ladies of LAPV or just the PV community, like it's definitely underrepresented. And I think showcasing the fact that it's more, it's very not only family friendly, but like it's very inclusive of all types of writers and we need to showcase that more actually.
And Smalls, I'm going to make like a question like this. I think that is more personal, but I think is important. We talked about this a long time ago. The interview you've been here. How do you see the LGBT today, or do you have more people riding with you that coming out?
At the end of the day, truthfully, I don't try to make it a point of because it should be just inclusivity without pushing the agenda in a sense. I think it's great to show representation and definitely want to push that. But at the same time,
I'm not telling you pushing. I'm telling you about, do you have more people that came to you now today and say, okay, from the what I see you doing with the LGBT, make me stronger to come and ride with you guys, the PVs, and I have the motivation to ride and show myself, like you show yourself when you ride with your friends. You are a free person and you show what you are. You are not afraid to do that. It's not you want to make a example or something like that, but it's like bringing more persons to enjoy the life like they are.
I think that is the case. I think I think there's definitely a great community of LGBT within our community, and it's only gonna grow. I think definitely more representation is always good, and not only doing pride rides during June and July, during the Pride month, but just being able to ride and showcase ourselves within all the other months also. And I think that's one aspect to work on also, is just being more visible. I think instead of just waiting for Pride month, it's but definitely our community.
I ask you this way because I feel I would love to see more communities, not just the PVs, and more communities so open like they are open with you. They take care every time they talk about Smalls is like the biggest, and I'm it's not just saying words. Everybody have so kind words for you, and it's beautiful to see that you are in a community. You are like a brother, a friend, a cousin. You are like everything together.
No, and I appreciate that, and it's crazy because even last night at dinner, like Dan was saying, like you're the face of LAPV, and like I appreciate that compliment, but at the same time, I don't want to be the face of LAPV because it's not just me. LAPV is not just me. It's a community of us.
No, the LAPV is all of you. That's why I love your group, because you show that it's not just you, but you are a piece of this. It's like a game that you are inside, and if you're not there, it's not going to work. And it's the same with the others. Justin has a place, Levin has the other place. The other riders has like Chris with his one wheel in the chair has his place. Mario has the other place. Everybody has the ladies has the places. Everybody works together, and I see that as community very big, because it's difficult to find that in one community, because normally it's one guy who controls the community and the rest don't care. And in your group I see lots of people working.
No, exactly, and it's difficult to even to like because number one, none of us are getting paid, so it's not a job, it's not a paid position, it's not something that we do, it's a passion, it's a passion project. Like all of this is what we do on our spare time, and just to reiterate that fact, it is a lot of work, and I feel like and I'm grateful for everyone who put their time and energy into this. And we all want to make it succeed. We all want to see it grow, and we all have the same mindset of like of, of growing together. Sorry.
I don't
Mario.
forget about Levin Mario is there too.
Mario, help me.
No, everybody. That's
I mean, I love Mario, I love Brandon, I love Fess, I love all the guys in our group, and who contribute to this, and also the community who are just makes me smile every day. Like the stupidest things they do, and it's what we do as a community. Be, Behind the cameras also, that matters, and it's a network and group of friends that we all have the same idea of growing this together, and the rides are just like a byproduct. This is just a byproduct of everything. So yeah, I just feel like the key of all this is just communicating and finding the common interests, and like hanging out together and growing and doing what we love. So
yeah, that is
Yeah.
the way of doing.
Huge team behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Well,
and for the people who don't understand that it's not just a ride, you organize and you go to all the people. Some days you change it. You are today making every well dressed, and then next day you guys just go to like this.
so the intro, we have pajama rides, we have costume rides, we have any type of ride. For me, any excuse to dress up, it just brings good morale to the community. It just makes people have fun, and I think it's just any excuse to get together and just be silly, and it's what I look forward to. Dressing up in red one day, dressing up in green, or dressing up in like punk rock, anything just to keep it interesting. And it's tiring, but it's not tiring at the same time, if you know what I mean. It's just because besides LAPV, I also work with Brian at Flex Movement, and that's been taking a lot of my time and energy. And in that regards, it's also all a labor of love, of just going out there and having fun and doing these rides.
You guys are very kind. That is lots of work like this. You have to take your time to make this happen.
The question that I had for you earlier, sort of in relation to the topic we're having now, what are the challenges that you guys have, or you would say anybody who's trying to grow a community in the way that you are? What advice would you give them that could make it a lot more easier?
I think the hardest thing is connection, of like how to people actually find you. Because I feel like we are growing, but I feel like at the same time, I feel like we're missing the connection. It's just my opinion, of like the new board riders, like the Meeple riders, the Wowgo wires, the backfires. Um, there's a big untapped market of the community that needs to be like, they're very unaware of us still. And I think, like, how do we outreach to these people? And I think working with Meeple and working with Instagram, or social media, to find these people who do have these boards who are not connected to the community, and being able to connect them with us and then help them to grow within the community. I think that's my biggest challenge for next year, of trying to connect people that are not connected. And so, even us in LA has that problem, let alone smaller communities who are struggling to even develop a community. So I think outreach is the biggest, my biggest goal of like, because we have a community here and it's growing, but how do we outreach to find others within the community to come out to us? So that's a challenge, I believe, for all over the country, of just finding people that connects with you. And like, it's amazing when people are like, oh my God, I never heard of you guys. I've been writing forever. And like, finally finding out about you guys. And it's amazing when they find a connection, and then people within that community that has that connection and be able to express, similar interests. And I think that myself is still a goal to achieve.
Yeah,
And making these videos is part of outreach.
Also, they need to know that this is actually time and effort that they need to put in, and some of these are not even paid time. So you guys, they need to realize that you're gonna put in your time after your work or whatever, your weekends, into creating these contents or group rides, outreaching to people. It's still pretty hard for us to outreach, like Small says. There's still a huge part of a community out here in LA that we probably haven't even reached out. We did start reaching out to colleges. So me and Justin went to a group ride in UCI. They started a small PEV group within the school. So we came out to support them a little bit, and that's another stepping stone for them to grow. And then they have an outreach to us if they need any help. So that's another thing that we're kind of working on as well. We might start reaching out to other colleges that might have the PEV groups or clubs. So that's something in the pipeline for next year as well.
That's very interesting insight you've sort of given us, because I wouldn't have even thought about approaching schools or colleges or even universities, but obviously we have quite a lot of young people that would use these modes to get into into schools. So
yeah,
that's very useful insight there. Thank you for that.
Yeah, the colleges. We all started from colleges. So I mean, when I I had a Meepo and Boosted going to school, and that was way back then, and that's how everything almost started. Because it's either you're using it to go from class to class, or you commuting it less than 5 miles to go to college or something like that. So why not go back to where you started and reach out to these communities that's just starting out still, or the students that's still starting out, and then invite them, or grow them out to, if they want to make a club within the school.
So you have most of the things. You have bikes, you have e-scooters, you have skateboards, you have AUCs. My friend, what? Do you have your first Meepo?
No, I don't. I sold that one a long time ago. Yeah, but it was it was old. The black one, I forgot what it's called, Meepo V2, something like that.
Small. Do you have your Metro?
I still have my Metro. I still love my Metro. I'm still waiting for an inner tube so I can ride it again. But I was literally riding it like a couple months ago or a month ago, with the new tires on there. So I still love that thing. Sadly, I love all my toys. Not sadly, but gratefully, I love all my toys. But I've been focusing a lot on the EUC because it is definitely more convenient.
You are dancing a lot in AUC, my friend. I've seen you riding it.
Even last night, Mario gave me a great tip at Intro to Speed. I'm trying to loosen up my stance, but having Mario yell at you, it's a great motivation.
Mario, keep yelling at Small. Anyway.
So Mario is a great rider for everybody.
Yeah, he is. He's a
great rider and a fantastic person. And we have to catch him again here. And Red is a fantastic person. I don't know. Most of the guys I know, they are so great and they are so fantastic. I cannot have more kind words for all of you guys.
And we feel the same for you. Are we the first people to be back on the second interview with you, or
was another person here? was another person. I'm going to tell you like this. For you guys, is the third time. Levin and Justin was another time here because you cannot came. That was this table of four groups to come
Oh
and
yeah.
speak a little about the USA. That was fantastic too, to listen that we can work together in different places of the world. That was just a try. I try it. I have now other things because there is lots of Philippines from China I want to bring to see how this. I have some groups they are creating and they are illegal in some countries, and I want to bring them here to talk. It's not just USA, Europe. I want to bring from Africa too, from Brazil. I know that Brazil now is starting a little more too, and we'll see how that goes. That's why she is here now, doing with us because we don't win no money. And there is another, yeah, because
Enthusiast.
yeah, no, I think she's going to bring a lot to the table because I have another lady. The name is Hella. She's doing the one wheelers, ladies. She's going to do one way, and then we're going to have maybe is going to be another person from the group from LA to making interviews. He's not sure. We have to speak, but he's going to maybe do interviews too. And maybe I'm not going to be so oft in interviews because the important thing is for us to have people who can good English. They can, I don't know all the words, but the information have to go out, and we have to have persons who can speak better English, and that is why is no limits to ride electric. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Nelson, your English is perfect.
No, it's not good. Sometimes you need some things, and I miss that, and I think it's going to be another touch. It's going to bring another color to the No Limits to Ride Electric, because the No Limits to Ride Electric is for us to reach all over the world.
Well, you're a
And-
busy person also, and having a helping hand is definitely a great thing
Yeah.
to grow. It's appreciated all across the board of anyone who wants to step up to help, because I think
Yes.
that's sometimes it is difficult to ask for help.
Yeah, it's very difficult, and sometimes I want to do more, but I cannot do more. And I can tell you, I don't want to make this a drama like this, but I have like around more than 100 person waiting for interviews.
That's a great
Yeah, but I
hear that.
I,
At the same
can.
time, that is a big weight on your shoulder.
Yeah, I
So
want to bring everybody, but I cannot. Last year I was making 5 times in a week, sometimes 6 times in a week interviews, and I have a private life. I have kids. I have I have my job. I have everything, and it's difficult. But I want to have everybody here. I would love to have everybody
and it shows,
around the world speaking.
It shows that it is your passion for it, and it shows within each interview. If you've just been connecting with the interviewee, if it's wanting to showcase.
I make so many friends,
exactly, and that's wonderful.
and I learn so much from you guys, all of you.
And that's how I felt when I went to San Francisco. Like seeing them from afar, from the phone, from the Instagram is one thing, but going there and connecting with Basegate, with the community up there, and Float Pack, sorry, and just seeing that they have the same struggles as us and the same passion as us, and they have their own way of working on things, and it just really re-inspired me to come back and showcase our development also, because we're so much similar in that regards, and I want to take everyone from Los Angeles to San Francisco to see what it's like up there, and vice versa. I want everyone from all over the country to come down and go on one of our rides and experience what we have to offer. And I think that's I'm excited for that, and that's what I'm trying to push for next year also. It's just more people coming and visiting and experiencing.
Just come for the weather, guys.
Come on.
You want to come for the weather.
So let's see what Krista as saying.
Have a PEV.
PV, PV's
Charcuterie.
out. Okay. He's always so he's the man of the one wheel. Who is mono wheel melody?
So Melody is actually the person I bought my EUC from last year, around
Okay.
this time actually. I posted a picture of an EUC on my Instagram because it looked like a stapler remover,
Hello,
and she
Justin.
says, "Oh, who is that?"
Whoa!
Good morning.
Uh, Hi, Justin.
He cannot talk. He's driving.
I'm driving. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
You're good. Are you on your way back here, Justin?
No, I'm on my way to a wine tasting event,
Oh, okay.
but driving through the rain.
Is it
Oh.
AM or PM?
It's AM. It's AM.
Wine
Yeah, sorry
tasting
to
in the rain
interrupt.
is
Keep going.
perfect. I think that's the best time to taste wine, anyways.
Drunk driving. Justin drunk driving. I'm just kidding.
I love to have a nice chat
So I
like
wanted
that.
to show you guys this photo. This was taken last year at
Wait
a
a
concert.
second. Wait a second. Let me change.
Yeah, this is a picture taken last year at a concert when we're discussing our first official discussion of what LAPEV is going to be. And I just, I just threw together this concept of like these four pillars of like community, rides, work, upgrades and repairs, and what we need to do to accomplish that within the community. And like Levin's great with the repairs and upgrades part of the community, and that's something we need to actually focus on. And because there's a niche in the community that needs their rides repaired or upgraded, or like I have a new tire, I don't know what to do with it, who's going to fix it, like I need new brakes. And like instead of reaching out to someone else in the community, we have that established within our community. And that's one aspect we want to grow. But the community portion of it, I told Levin, like that's natural, that's going to come up naturally, like that's not a problem. And the rides portion, that's where we came in also, of like making these rides and making it accessible for everybody. And that was easy also. Like truthfully, all of it kind of came together really easily, of just if you build it, it will come in a scenario. And I think the community is ready and ripe to come and join us. And they all came in full force, and we've been growing since. And I think that's been the easy part of just providing them a safe space to ride and have fun and be together and enjoy and enjoy the rides. So
So
Yeah.
is
So
that
the
we just grew from there.
I'm
are
sorry.
you trying? Sorry, just really, are you trying to build a community where you sort of establish base, not like a shop or anything, but like a den, if you want. Have den.
Well, the original goal was to get a shop down here in LA, but investors is a little bit slim, and it's hard to get a shop without capital. The repairs and upgrades, I've been doing it in my garage or in my spare time, pretty much. The community has a lot of other people that does repairs and custom mades. Like right now, our go-to guy for batteries is Venny. Shout out to Venny for his batteries. He does custom batteries. Jeffrey now is doing some EUC stuff. So change your tire on the EUC. Might want to look into Jeffrey. But yeah, it's the goal for LAPV is to be a centralized hub in LA, to have people can come there. Like right now, we have the Meeple board. So if you want to come try it out, you have a Meeple board to try. And once the Answer comes, or any other brands that comes in our possession, we have a centralized kind of hub where or they could reach out to either test, have fun, just have some good vibes, do some good rides, and just hang out. So
Can I
that's
ask?
the original goal.
Can I ask you something, my friend? Do you think in the future we will see maybe like the alien rides as a shop? Maybe we're going to see the LAPVs with a shop that can help, like this idea for the people to try it. Maybe they can buy it. Is that the idea from you guys? Because I want to put something here. I want to show something here is very important for the people to see it, because you put that out about not so many weeks, and that is to help the community to buy it. That is the idea, to bring everything in the table then later on, maybe with a shop or something like that, to help all the community.
Yeah, I'm still in line for looking for investors. We did have one, but he kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Oops.
Yeah. I'm it's still gonna be a passion for me to try to get a shop. I don't know. Maybe I'll reach out to maybe aliens. They open up a shop down here. But we will see. Only the future will tell. But it is a goal to have some kind of den shop type thing,
Um,
and people can come out. Yeah.
Who make
I
these t-shirts?
These shirts are made by our friend Isaiah. He came down in the summer with Fletcher. He's a student. He lives in New York and he's a student in Georgia. And he's amazing, great work. And we reached out like we need some new artwork for our merchandise, and he just whipped them out like that. And like originally it was just like one idea, like he just showed these designs, like I have to take them all because they're so great. And I think that's a great way to incorporate ideas and artistic form from our community. And I think that's just the beginning of like more interpretations of what our community can provide for us, and also giving back to them with half the profits of all the items that they sell, so that it comes back to them and it motivates them to be more to contribute and only grow from there.
And with the website, it's going to be better for you guys when it's finished.
Can you
Yeah.
tell me more of it?
Yeah. The website. Again. It's still kind of in the build. I have my brother helping me out with that. The shop side, we're still debating on putting all the merch. So if we're planning to have in stock inventory for the merch, maybe we do that. It's just, again, it's more of the capital thing. So that's why we're doing pre-orders, so we could pay for the merch that they want. So we
Because
don't.
you make everything yourself.
Yes, we have a connection for who someone to manufacture it for do the printing for us. It's all local,
Hmm.
and it's all within the community also. So we're all trying to support each other.
But
And
Smalls, you tell me in the beginning, I see you and Justin doing the printing.
yeah, initially we made the first batch of merch
Windbreakers. Yeah.
for the ride leaders actually,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and literally right after that, like we couldn't keep it just amongst ourselves. It was impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, People were interested in getting their own, like people wanted it, and we want people to represent the community too, because it's great. Every time going to a ride, everyone representing the community wearing LAPEV. It's just a great feeling of community, and I think that's not a foreign thing for people want to connect, and I think we're grateful for that. So literally right after we just started making merchandise, better merchandise, because Justin and I doing screen printing ourselves or heat pressing ourselves is not not the best quality.
It's
it's long
not
late.
ideal.
Yeah, but the beginning is always it was the best way for you guys. I understand
No,
it.
definitely. Our friend Mike helped us out also with these connections, and that's the great thing. We have a great network of friends who are in the community that can help us with all aspects. Like if we need anything, we can just reach out, and I think that's great. To have that at our fingertips.
I think that's great
And
too.
it's a good way to promote yourselves as well, because a lot of the times people are always asking for like business cards whenever they see people out riding with the pairs, and don't often have a card. So if you've got like a hoodie or some sort of merchandise, it's a great way for people to just sort of, rather than approaching, because a lot of people can get intimidated with approaching. They either feel stupid to ask certain questions and yada yada. So just having something with a name there of a social media profile or website, that's a really good start.
Well, I love with even within the community itself, there's like subdivisions of like smaller groups, and I just read on a comment thread in the EUC chat that New York, like someone wanted to create a group, and like it's already run by Two Tone, it's already run by another group. Like I feel like someone commented like just do whatever you want to do and just make it happen, and don't worry about what's already going on out there. And I feel like that's a great compliment. And since like we have Wheel Dead, we have the Vaders, we have Follow the Squad. We have so many smaller groups within the community. I think there's room for everybody here to express themselves and showcase themselves within the community. And I think that's that's just there's room for everybody, and the more facets we have of the community, more visibility. I think that's just good for the community in general.
And can I ask you something? Do you have a patent for your LAPV? So
Levin?
No.
no, I'm asking you this because now, like me, I having no problems in Facebook because my T-shirts from the No Limits now they are being sold in Facebook for two companies.
Yeah, so Justin, if you want to chime into this one, the arrows is a parody from what was it? Smalls.
Off-White.
Yeah, Off White. There you go. It's a
Mhm.
parody, so we don't really have rights for it. I mean, it's just we're doing it for fun, and we're really. I mean, we're gaining in terms of content, and the profit margin isn't even that high. It's just the any profit margins that we get reinvested into more merch.
My
So
friend, I don't criticize the people who are doing that for me. For me, it's better if they sell it. I think it's unfair the price what they put for the merchandise, and
yeah,
my because I don't win no money with my T-shirts or something like that. That's why I'm
yeah,
asking you guys. But
yeah. We don't we're not into we're not
but you
that into
guys are prepared for the people who are going to start to make copies from you guys because it's going to
Yeah,
happen.
you.
to be
To be
honest,
honest,
we don't care. You
I
Okay.
don't know.
do you.
I mean, it's good that you don't care. It really is good because that's how it should be. But unfortunately, we have sharks in this world. And
Yeah, but
but
then again, because like people know where like because our arrows are a little bit different from the original. We have these little little accents to it that kind of know, oh, that's from LAPEV. It's not, even though you copy the same arrows or whatever, we know a lot of people know in the community, oh yeah, we have the original ones.
Yeah,
you know,
because me
it's
like
not
me,
about a situation.
I just tell you about me. I didn't even know that that was on selling, and the guys contact me and say, Nelson, I think you are selling in this country. I don't know what country is that, and I say, okay, I don't have nothing to do because the people who know me, they say, oh, now and there's 2 or 3 companies selling that. That's why I ask you guys if you what is the intention from you in the future because you're going to have that problem.
Yeah, we at this point we don't really care. Any
Because
political
my
stuff
my
goes
my
away.
issue is like this: if is the people going to receive the product? You understand?
Yeah,
That is my issue. If they are selling, not a problem. If you receive the product, is not a problem. For me, the problem is making something that maybe they receive the money that is a scam, and they don't receive the money, and they're going to think that is me who are doing that. That's why I tell the same to
so
you guys.
the merch well, right now I think it's the first time we're actually doing some shipping. The merch is usually you ride with us, you get a merch, you could buy the merch.
Mm-hmm.
But this time around, the pre-order, we're doing a kind of like a one-time thing. We're gonna be able to ship throughout US if you pay for it. So
Of
but I
course.
think
maybe
And
ultimately
maybe
it
that's
definitely helps promote the branding um, of who we are and what we are in the community. So I think that's ultimately our goal is to outreach. Yeah,
yeah, but
having
for me, I
people.
think it's fantastic. The only thing I don't feel fantastic is somebody makes a copy and sell it, but you don't receive. That is
yeah,
bad.
Oh,
That is the bad
definitely,
thing.
definitely,
yeah,
So,
definitely. Well,
very good.
we ourselves are parodies of Off-White also,
yeah,
but if the branding comes back to LAPEV itself of recognizing our name and our community. I think that's definitely we'll cross the bridge if that's a case of them profiting off of us also. But right now, it's more about just brand exposure of our community.
Yeah, I just ask that not because of the money, because I know that you guys do that for the love, but that is the problem, for not you to be scam, and the people who love you are going to talk, because you know that the internet is very very bad people, and they are always trying to arrange a problem and saying, oh, the LAPD, they sell me something and I don't receive it.
Well,
And then you say,
so far, if you can ask anyone who's received or ordered anything merch wise with the from us, I hope their answer would be that we good quality items, and ask anyone to how they feel about their hoodies. It's great. Um, it's a top notch quality for hoodies, and I feel like it's very comfortable. And we don't skimp on the quality, because ultimately we have to wear it too in the community, and we want that represented. So um, no one's getting scammed here yet.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's
that's
more of
I
a
know that.
it's more of an enclosed selling at this point, because it's literally coming out from either Small's trunk and giving it to personally to the person, and then again, this is the first time we're actually shipping out, so it might take a twist, but we don't know. But we're always
But
trustworthy.
even then, those who are receiving our goods are connected with the artist, or with the writers. So it's not some random person who's it's all still very within the community at this point.
Yeah, that's right. It was just a simple question that I would like. So I want to talk because I should. We are not listening to you. No sound.
Me?
Yes, you talk. We don't
I
listen
know,
to you.
but I was just saying, I'll definitely be reaching out to you guys, because I said to Nelson about doing some sort of competition with
Sorry,
the
I'm
ladies.
looking at Justin.
But yeah, no, I will reach out to you guys for merch for sure, because I think it's important to not only support each other, but if we can bring awareness, and especially the female community, we're still trying to grow that all over the place. So yeah, and I love your merch. So
Just to show that jacket off.
Well, part of the conversation I wanted to have today was just to open up everyone's to who we are as a community, who we are as LAPV, beyond just myself. I know people say that I'm the face of LAPV, but I believe, recognizing the other members within the community, in the group, to showcase that the fact that we do work together as a group, and we're growing as a group, and we want to continue that. And I think Levin, being the backbone in that regards, and Justin also, who has been there to support us, from the get-go of the direction we want to take. And it's yeah, all these people here, some are silent, but when they do speak up, it matters. And I could be difficult person to work with at times, but I feel like at the end of the day, we get our point across, and we get our mission across of what we want to achieve. And I think that's still our ongoing mission, is to grow together as a community.
Yeah, and like again, there's a team behind this. No, there's no one person making all the decisions. We make a decision as a collective. And that's probably 99% of the time. There's some sort of voting system that are we going to do this, or are we not going to do this kind of thing.
But you guys are a community. You are one of the
Yeah.
best communities I know. Come on, guys. That is
good example for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yay.
So,
And we're grateful for that challenge, I guess. And I feel like
look here. We don't see you guys. We see the community here in the pictures.
So it's so humbling. It's so welcoming. It's just really, it's just love. All I see is love and
Hmm.
passion. What it is that you guys are doing.
You
You set
take
the bar really
hours and
high.
you bring persons that nobody know before, and today they are there. Everybody's seeing them. They are the face of LAPD.
Yeah, it's the
Definitely.
community. Without the community, LEPV is pretty much
LAPV,
blank.
no, not LAPD. Oh, oops. So, but
We
that is.
we went on a holiday Christmas ride last night. Hope and John, who stepped up, creating more rides within the community, and I believe this is a new route that I would love to explore. Mario, like, definitely wanting to explore it as a speed ride option because it's something, um, kind of hooligan, kind of untapped, areas of the community that we can ride in that I think, it'll be fun, to explore. So looking forward to that little fun little suburban little area in Huntington Beach. Yeah, nice little smooth roads to go speeding on in the middle of the night.
So I'm just going to put here some picture because I think it's nice. Who is this company? Just for a little
um,
to know.
Yeah, I was gonna
Beyond
say
Yeah.
quite well with. Hmm,
Beyond's been a
sorry,
company
carry
that's
on.
reaching out to us a lot. um, and they want to be part of the community and do want a lot of do they want to do a lot of outreach. And we're trying to work with them, um, to grow more organically, because, um, we're they want to be involved with all our rides, which is great, but I'm trying to, do it where there's a nice balance between um, sponsoring our rides and keeping our promotional things, separated in a sense, and not too overwhelming with like sponsored content. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a middle ground of where we want to be as an organic group, and also how much of our content should be sponsored. And I think trying to find a good balance is one of my goals also.
I just want to say for Ray, she's a fantastic person. She sings a lot for you guys.
And beyond, I think they did a great job of outfitting the community with safety gear. And I think that's a great asset to have, having all these brands, working with us. I think that's a great way to highlight that into our community. And same thing with the boards that we're trying to do to get like the partnership with the MIPO, and I'm trying to get a partnership with Ansra. I'm trying to get a partnership with Hoy. I'm trying to get a sponsorship with anybody, and not to be owned by those companies, but rather
Uh huh.
have the community come and try out for themselves these boards, and then they have their own honest opinion of the, not my opinion of like, oh, Ansar's the best or Meepo's the best. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the exact opposite of what I want to do. I just like want to let them have these demo boards available for them to ride, and
Mm-hmm.
they come to their conclusion of what's best suited for their needs. Because, you know um, off-roading wheels, AT wheels, off-roading board, bamboo deck, it all depends on what you're trying to achieve. So it's not always the best case scenario for you. So we want to have that available for everyone to ride, and having sponsors come to us and actually, trusting us to have this, and it's a great, opportunity for us to grow as a partnership with the brands and the community, and have everyone able to, come and ride these things. And hopefully we can do the same thing with EUCs. Like right now I have, three EUCs. One or two is constantly being, passed around because I want to experience that, to grow the, and to ride the EUC, because it's a very difficult, thing to master in a day or two. And so having the time, to actually learn to ride it, it's a great thing. And I'm not afraid to, like, to have people convert to EUCs. It's a fun wheel to ride.
It was Small's V11 that got me practicing the EUC, and then
Yeah.
I got the EXN.
Guys, I'm going to put it like this. How was the sensation for you? How is for you guys, and how is for the guys who come visit you, like Fabian, the CEO from ONSA? How did they see it? The you guys as a community riding with you, having the chance to be with you, and the other guys who come sometimes to see you. We are seeing here Fabian. He comes from Switzerland, and he has the Honsa boards. How is the reaction when the guys comes to you? We have John from UK that is all the time with you guys there. How do you see that? And how
We
the
love
people
it,
see you?
and I'm grateful for having Fabian as a friend. He's coming back in the new year. He's coming back to Eastgate Con, and we want to help him establish Onsra as a leading brand in the community, and helping him find feedback on how to grow his brand also, and letting the community ride his boards and find a niche in there too, because we want to support our local brands too. We want to have them grow, and have the community choose for themselves what brands, what boards work for them, and having that available to us is amazing.
Yeah, because Fabian, if somebody don't know the background from Fabian, is a skater, and then he came as a video maker, and then he started to try boards, and then later on he came with this company on board, and because he was not finding the prices okay, and he tried to bring something new to the market that is good for all of us. Maybe it's not going to be the ideas that everybody loves, but as a rider, I think he's a fantastic person. If the companies don't like him so much, that is the other thing. I don't have nothing to do, but as a person, he's a fantastic guy, and that's why I think he's going to be good for you guys, and he's going to help you a lot. Then how do you see him when he start going riding with you, and the guys who come to try and ride with you guys, they are like, oh, I was not expecting, or something like that? Or how is the reaction from the people who are not from LA and ride with you guys for the first time?
Nothing but good compliments. I don't believe like Fabian, like he already has a great fan base here, period. Like everyone who started on Eastgates mostly know who he is, and we welcomed him with open arms, and vice versa. And him riding with the Flex movement in downtown LA, he's not used, like he said, like there's not big group rides in Europe, and where he's from, and to ride with us down through downtown LA was amazing, and seeing it through his perspective is great also, just seeing what fun things we're doing out there.
It's just fun. He's Mario.
The booty.
I remember seeing this video quite a while back when you guys are going sort of down the
spiral. Yeah. No, the last 2 years of just me riding and filming, I just really want to get into the action, like really like right up to right behind the board, right behind the camera, and like right in between the action. So I want to get you guys to feel like you're incorporated right into the ride also. So it's been a fun journey myself, learning how to ride better subconsciously while doing so, and I hope to continue that and finding fun ways to incorporate that.
I heard you were riding beeps.
You are riding good.
Yeah, finally a year later, yeah. And
I was watching this video about 2 days ago, and I say you are riding good. Mario is doing well work with you.
yes, he's filming me. But even after today, like even noticing, if you can see my knees are very like close together. I need to even loosen that stance up and like open it up when I'm turning.
I mean, the way that you're there, I know people who've been riding way longer than you have, and they don't have that flexibility. They don't have that flair when they're on that wheel. It's not an easy thing just being that free to trust yourself.
Well, it's also great seeing videos side by side of where I started and where I'm coming from and where I'm going and where I want to be. Because watching other riders like Mario and Hayden, there's a video of me side by side and seeing, like, in my head, I feel like what I'm doing is what they're doing, but it's not. And and it's a great way to learn, and like, oh, like I'm not really pushing myself as much as I think I can. And it's a great tool to like push yourself, because like when Mario, is showing me how to, to balance on one leg and leave the other leg open, I look down and literally like I'm like not even moving it, like, oh, in my head I feel like I'm, but but it's a great way to gauge myself on like how to ride better, and having friends who can film you is a great way to like gauge yourself too. So it's been good in that regard.
You said
And
just really quick. You said you had a collection, 3 wheels now. What is that, and which is your favorite?
Well, I only supposed to have one wheel, which is the RS, which I've ridden. And after getting the T4, well, sorry, I had the RS high torque, and then the V11 came for sale online, and I snatched it up for a good deal. And literally a week later, I found out about the T4, which is in my head a brainchild between the RS and the V11, because it's a nice suspension wheel, has a nice torque, and it's a nice little package. And I fell in love with it. But of course, it's so minimal of a design that it breaks easily. And they didn't have the fairings and the paddings and the bushings, all this stuff for it yet. So right now it's sitting in my garage waiting for a new seat and new light and new paddings to put it back together. But given that time, I was able to ride my RS more now, and going back from not suspension to suspension and I'm back without it, I fell in love with the feel of the road, and being connected with the road. So right now I love my RS. It's a great wheel to push myself and learn on. And then I have the V11. It's great to let everyone borrow, because everyone can learn on that thing. And seeing people learn, like I need to make a compilation of all the people who have learned on the that I've taught or learned from having ridden one of my wheels. It's a fulfilling sensation of just having people learn and being able to ride and grow. And I think that's it's good to have.
I would have thought that you given the
yeah,
RS.
please.
What are you riding?
I was on the 16X. I've got 2 little emotion wheels, the V10 and the V8, and then RS19 High Tour, which I'm having a nightmare with. That's why I was quite surprised that you've got different experience with it. But yeah.
No, I used to hate the RS when I first got it.
My favorite still is. Sorry.
Wait, what's your favorite? You said.
Kingsong 16X to this day is still my favorite wheel. I'm still waiting for a replacement for that one. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a beautiful wheel because it's kind of similar to the T4 size wise. The build is amazing. I mean, I've ridden that through so much rain, so much mud, and hardly took it. Actually, myself, I've never taken it apart. And I had it for 3 years with no issues other than a dented rim. But, that's just, like I say, it's just a small technical issue. But for me, that was one of the best wheels that I've ever ridden.
Hey, Red, how are you?
Brendan.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think, yeah, please.
Like for me as because I'm not very technical when it comes to these wheels and what comparisons and stuff like that. I feel like when people ask me these things, I say talk to someone else more technical. But ultimately, I feel like any wheel that you get, just learn to love it and then enjoy it and ride it and just ride the heck out of it. I think. I think that's.
Technical. I think it's just how you feel. Like, when you jump on a wheel, you just know whether you're going to bond with that or not. So I tried a few other wheels before the 16X, and I remember watching a promo on the 16X, and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. Jumped on it, and the first thing I fell in love with it. So I think you will know whether it's the wheel for you just because of how you ride with it.
It's just the threshold. It's just a threshold of learning, which is like my RS. I could not learn on my RS. I was scared of it. Like it's because it has a tendency to freak out, but it's not the wheel that freaks out. It's because of how you manipulate it incorrectly. But having a wheel like the V11 or something similar that's more approachable, I think that's reaching the threshold of comfort. I think once someone gets it and then they try a bigger wheel or more scary wheel, I think that's just getting through that threshold of being able to ride is one of, I love that feeling of teaching somebody.
Yeah. No, I remember jumping from the V8 to the 16X, and there's not much difference apart from size wise and the speed, but you did feel the difference. And I remember thinking, oh my god, why have I got wobbles? I've been riding for this long. I'm quite a confident rider, but it is that, like you said, threshold between the different powers that you get with the wheels.
I just want to say something for the people who come to the live and they don't understand. RS is more speed, and AT is torque, high torque. That is from Big Gold for everybody to understand what we are talking about. That is, I think, is important. The V11 is with suspension. The other ones is without suspension, for you to know a little more, because sometimes the people come later on to see it and they don't have awareness about what is AUCs, and that is to help the persons. For you guys, I'm listening to Brenda. He tell us that he ride with the torque and you ride with the speed. Do you try the two of them? Do you think there is more difference between the two of them, or do you think is better that, because I listen for everybody loves more the one with the speed than with the torque? There is a difference between them.
Yes, ultimately the high speed definitely has like 10 miles per hour difference in the end. But definitely the high torque is made for mostly off-roading or a heavier set person to give that initial oomph. But I think to learn on, I think either one is fine. But once you get through the threshold, like I want to go more faster, that's when the high speed really kicks in as a better wheel. Like, but for myself, I'm fine with sticking with 30 miles per hour. But I say that now, but like literally just riding on the wheel, you just want to push yourself even further. I always tell myself I want to go slower, but
I don't know. Do you really need that more speed? I mean, like 40 miles an hour is pretty fast.
So
that is correct.
Let me put it this way, because Evan is not talking so much, because I think he has lots of things. You have the Fido, lots of people don't know what is a Fido. Justin is a small machine that comes from Asia, and lots of people don't know it more, maybe the LA. Then you have like Brandon is using the he rides lots of skateboards, but I know that he was in love with the one wheel, and now he's having the AUC. How do you see the LAPV growing in this matter? Do you see more riders with AUCs, more riders with one wheels, A bikes? Do you see a mix of everything? How do you see that?
I actually is one of the questions I wanted to ask you, also coming from your perspective. But ultimately, I think Eastgate is not dead. Number one, Eastgate is not dead, but you can't hide from the fact that EUCs are taking over in the sense of like it's just becoming more popular.
Hello, UK. Hello, my friend aboard.
I love Benny. Hi, Benny.
Benny is one of the biggest, and he's a street rider. Skateboard, all the onies, and riding in London with a longboard with street wheels is not easy.
But I definitely think there's room for everybody. Like literally last Thursday at Tails Up, which is a flex movement ride, which started off as a one wheel ride. We we had a lot more one wheel riders last week, and we slowed down the ride in a sense of what it used to be, and just enjoying the vibes of riding a one wheel, which is more, it's a totally different kind of pace than an EUC ride or an e-skate ride or e-bike ride. And I believe there's room in the community for all of that. I think you have your cruise rides, you have your fast rides, you have your speed rides, you have your cannonball rides, you can, costume rides. There's room for everybody. And I feel like no matter what you're riding, you can still cruise on your Onyx bike, on your Suron. Just be respectful of the ride that you're coming on and knowing what the intentions are. And I think, there's room for everybody. And I think there should be more of that, I believe. More variety.
Yeah,
Which what
I think too.
LAPEV is all about anyways.
Yeah, so I agree with Smalls. EUC is probably gonna take over the most. It's because of the portability. And then in the next maybe couple years, you're gonna see more scooters and bikes probably because commute wise, it's more ideal and a little bit safer rather than just face planning on an EUC out of nowhere. But yeah, EUC and e-bikes will get a lot more popular for commuting from place to place, point A to point B. But again, when you're in group rides, you could ride anything you want. Just make sure you're respectful in terms of what you're riding and how fast you're going. I know we got some hooligans out there that wants to go really really fast.
Well, I get yelled at because I don't slow down for my own rides.
Yeah, see, oh, the side tip: when Smalls is riding and he's
Or
dancing
leaving.
around in the front, don't follow him. Yeah, because he's waving his hands left and right, and you're probably gonna think you're gonna go left, but he's gonna turn right out of nowhere.
Keep your eyes open.
Yeah. Stay back a little bit, wait for him to turn, then you turn.
Thank you for the information. When we go there, we know. Oh,
Yeah.
So
we
if he has
just
his
started.
speakers on, which is most of the time he does, stay back a little bit, wait for him to turn, then turn.
No, you have your voice is out.
Oh, sorry,
Oh.
sorry. I was gonna say usually people that take the lead are the crazier riders, so just leave them to it.
Yeah, some of our group rides have,
Yes.
we kind of know the route already. So a lot of the other people will just take the lead, and the whole group sometimes know the whole route. So even if you get lost, you know where we're gonna end up. Especially in Long Beach. Long Beach is just a pretty common route that we take. So, and for me, I think Long Beach is our centralized hub. Anyways, most of our riders and team are down there.
Yeah. Then I have another questions. I know that is a big world today there in LA and most of the USA for having the Sorons and the Super 73 and you have your bike,
Yeah.
Smalls, and
Oh,
you have how many do you have now?
Me
so
or Levin?
The two of you.
so we actually have a lot. This is these are two our track bikes that I'm working on right now, and then I have a customer's scooter that I'm working on as well. But we have one, two, three, four, five, six. We have six bikes, seven total, in within our
Are they
group.
available for community members to ride?
Not these ones, small. These one, our choice goes minimum 50 miles an hour. So
How is your bike, Smalls? Do you have it?
My bikes, I abuse my bikes. I let them be abused. But I finally brought my bike back to Onyx on Friday for it to be refurbished because it's been abused. Literally both pedals were like this, and then the handlebar was like bent, and like it's literally on its last leg. But my problem is, instead of fixing it, I just write something else. When
I mean,
one
this
thing's
is a lot.
yeah.
How do you?
But I'm ready. I'm ready to get it fixed. And then I'm excited for the next year because I want to do a lot of collaboration rides of like different types, slower rides, faster rides, bike centric rides, EUC centric rides, one wheel centric rides, not to exclude people from the community, but to highlight different aspects of the community, because we have our group rides with everybody, and it's all fun, and it's there's room for us to like have a little niche rides also.
Then I would like to show something because I love this machine. And thank you again for you to send me the video. I think it's important for us to see this small baby at this.
Oh my
I love this machine. I know that Justin, I know that Levin, as the two of them, is how is the today in your in LA? How do you see is growing more? Is easy to find parts for this?
Well, the parts that I can order them from China. I have a supplier, and they'll just throw it in the container or airmail it. But so this bike right here that you're showing is actually retired or
Oh,
semi-retired.
yeah, because you were seeing why you retired.
No, not only that, I've fallen twice already here, and my fiance says no more on the bike. Even Justin is saying he can't ride it anymore. So
Oh, that is very strange.
yeah,
Why
it
she
is.
said,
It was very
"Oh,
strange, but because it does go 80 miles an hour plus.
okay, my friend." That is
So
I
but
mean,
that I love.
I didn't go that fast with that, but it is a fun bike.
yeah. Oh, if I
Just
find it, I'll
because
send you Nelson. I'll send you one of our speed runs
Yeah,
that our friend
please.
Kenny did.
That will
So
be nice. Because I'm going to go very fast to one person. He's from Thailand and he's making 2 years. He was here in an interview, and I would like just to have a small talk about him. I promise him I'm going to talk today about. This is a
oh,
company.
Speed Empire. Yeah,
Yes. This guy is in Philippines,
yeah,
and he do lots of stuff for the guys in Philippines. And if you are in Philippines and you need something, the shop has made I think the yesterday or something like that 2 years
yeah.
of creating things, and I think he's an amazing person. If you guys has the chance, go there. I'm going to leave the link, and if you need something that I can help you, just go there. If you are close to Manila, he's going to take care of you. That is no sponsor thing, but that is because he was here and he asked me if I can make a little promotion for him. Yes, we do promotion because he do lots for the community. He has today a small shop there, and I hope that he has lots of success because he helps a lot the community in Philippines. That's why people think, oh, he has a shop, he makes lots of money. So that is not the
Yeah,
way of thinking. The
I know
people
these guys in the Philippines. They reached out to me a few times. Pretty good people.
Yes, they are very good people, and he was talking to me in private, and I say, of course, my friend, I'm going to talk about it because I think it does an amazing job. It brings people together, and I just going to show some faster. That is not just this is what they make, bringing people together.
I thought they were doing boodle fight. So
and
yes,
and that's why I tell to you guys, if you have the chance, if you win, if you have a if you are living there or if you need something from them, just contact them, help them. Not forget, we are a community. We have to work all of us together. So continue it. Small promotion.
yeah. Good guys at Skid Empire.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah, once winter is over, we should be traveling a lot next year. I plan to. I hope to. With Eastgate Con, with Burning Flux, with San Francisco, with Colorado, with One Wheel events, Seek and Shred. What's the one in Oregon? There's so many events next year that we want to be a part of, and people have already wanted us to be involved also, and it's hard to say no.
Yeah, it really is.
I think that is will be wonderful for you guys, and
And
it's
let's try
going to be
Hella.
wonderful for the community.
And we still want to do smaller events also within the community and also outside of the community. We're always looking for new routes, new adventures, new places to go. And it's just there's a lot of opportunities available. So I think now is not the time to say no, but at the same time it's time to like try to divvy up responsibilities of trying to make it all manageable and grow responsibly and have fun while doing it. And I think that's one of the challenges of growing the community is finding the correct help and working together to make it happen. And it's just nothing negative. It's all positive from here.
Now, I was
Go
only
ahead.
going to say about the Berneman Flux. How was that? Because it just looked like an amazing time and experience to be there.
Where is it?
You know, the Berneman Flux, I believe you went there, you guys, or a few of you did. You know, the Flux event that they had in, so you know they have the Berneman Festival.
The Burning Flux.
Yeah,
Burning Flux.
so,
Yes. Yeah, because it's stemmed from a year ago. We had races out there, the SOS races out in the desert and in the dry lake bed, and it's a wonderful place to ride. It's just when it's not windy, it's just flat and endless desert, and you can just ride on forever. It's just not having to worry about cars zipping by or road obtrusions. And from there, Soup, the owner of Flux, was there. We had to come back to the desert, and so we did, and we did a few times this year, and that's where Burning Flux was built. And it's just a great way to bring everybody together, go camping, do art exhibits, have fun out in the desert, and to top it off, a night group ride out in the desert following the big band with music. It's just a great way to, and it's out of this world. It's a different experience of a group ride, just vibing together with everybody in the desert. You can't ask for more than anything. That's just wonderful.
It looked like so much fun because it was just nothing but flatness and just open space.
And we're just vibing, and everyone's just enjoying each other's energy out in the desert and just riding. Like it's priceless in every regards.
No, I definitely want to come and join the next one. If there's going to
Please
be one
do, April. Yes.
group of us here to come up.
So I'm going to show another video here that he sent me. I think it's nice to see it. Let me just put it here on here. It's for us to see what this small baby can do.
It's better with sound. Yeah.
I'm going to leave the link, you guys. There.
Shout out to Kenny for doing that.
And what I think is funny is what the guys say. What the fuck?
Yeah, especially when you're in on a street and then there's this little ass bike just passing cars out of nowhere, and like, what is that thing?
That's his doppel motor.
Yeah, double motor.
Okay. What are you using? 3,500 or more?
More. One's 5,000. One's
5,000 is good. Yeah. That's what I'm planning to do. I would like to have one with the double motors with 5,000 too.
Yeah.
With this suspension and everything. I'm planning.
I actually have the front suspension, but I haven't.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it. It's not installed yet, but I don't think I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna give it to my friend because the bike. I'm just gonna hang the bike probably.
Yeah, because I would like to know if the suspension is good or not.
Yeah, it is. It is good.
Yeah. Okay.
You get suspension from the back.
Yeah, there's suspension in the back, but
that is the C1S.
Yeah, in order to fit a bigger motor in the front, you need a different fork, a wider fork.
Yes.
So, and before the suspension came out, they only had titanium forks, so no suspension.
And now they have the extension in the back from the. Yeah. That way you can go a little faster too.
Yeah, I mean
and
that's
it's
a
more
little too
safe.
much. Already going 60, 70, 80 miles an
Yeah.
hour on that bike's enough. We're gonna move on to the Surons.
What do? You change the batteries? Do you change anything?
On the Surons?
Yes.
Yeah, battery, controller, and probably motor
You
eventually.
know that yet in Europe is going to be illegal because most of the Sorans you can buy it.
Yeah.
If you change anything,
Uh-huh.
it's going to be illegal immediately.
Uh, I
Wow.
mean,
And
they
that
will never know, can't they?
they
If
can
it's
know it. I have a friend here who was catch and they go directly to the because here you have to have a special color for the original box. What's the name?
oh,
The controller,
uh-huh,
and they change always for the 8000.
uh-huh.
Uh, and the control is different. You have to have there is something you have to have in a controller to see that is the original one, and if you change it, automatically you are and the fines are going to your if you have a car license or
Yeah.
motor
Oh,
license.
points.
Yeah, is everything is going to be in the same.
It's getting stricter. It's starting to get stricter here at San Clemente. It's a little bit down south.
Mm-hmm.
They were banning Surons already, but
Yeah,
it's because of the people that wear not wearing helmets. It's just
yeah,
crazy stuff. They're killing it for everybody. So
yeah. That is the people have to see it a little like that. Continuing, so I won't like to make this video like extend, but I want to know something about LA. Is going to be a shop in 2023 or not? I would love to have it.
I would love to have it, but it just depends on investor. I'm gonna go back and talk to the investors that I was talking to, and also maybe kind of push Alien to open one down here and do a collaboration. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Only
And the other question is like this: when you start something like that, do you think LE PV is going to grow out for like Europe or something like that, going in other directions to help the communities around the world, or you just going to stick more to USA?
maybe just USA, because I mean the name is LAPEV. We're strictly in LA. Branching out. I mean, we have other shops
But
in
the
East
people
Coast.
can understand we love PVs.
Yeah, but I mean, we're more than welcome to help you out. Even if we're in LA, we'll eventually travel out to Europe once we get a chance, and
Hmm.
so those are all gonna be in the future. Within the next 2 3 years, we're gonna try to spread out and
When you start a shop, you're going to have like help for the community to repair everything, batteries, everything
yeah,
for all the types of PVs, or you're just going to be specialized in some types of PVs?
it has to be everything. It can't be
Okay,
one little thing. So
okay,
yeah,
The
because I
good
think
thing
that
right
is
now is the good thing right now is that we do have people to direct. Like if someone that has a problem with their PEV and we can't take care of it, we know people within the community that specialize in that to fix and repair and upgrade. And it's all reputable people that we can um,
vouch for.
vouch for.
Yeah. So it's like community within the community of builders, repairers, customizers. So we have our outreach within the community. Like if you need something to do with the bike, go here. If you need batteries, go to Benny. EUCs, go to Jeffrey if you want. Kind of thing. We have people for that. And I mean, for me, it used to be only me before. Like do everything. Come to my garage. I'll fix your stuff, customize your stuff
that
with
is
the
good
help
to
of
see.
Justin. So, but now I have to step back a little bit because the community is getting bigger, and also I have a full time job as well, and I'm trying to recoup. I'm
No,
getting married next year.
it's crazy to think about this community as in like in 1 year or 2 year or 3 years from now. It's not something that I don't think either of us thought about when we started doing this. It
Mhm.
was just having just trying to develop and build the community itself. But ultimately it will take on its life of its own, which it kind of has, of branching out and becoming bigger. And even with those growing pains, I think we will find out what works best of how to service the community and how to work within the community of what the community wants to see more of versus what they don't. And I think that's going to happen organically, and either we match up with the need of the community, or we flail. So it's good to be on top of that, and kind of the fun challenge of growing as the community grows.
But it's going to be, there is something planned in secret or something like that, something new that you are planning to do for 2023. I'm trying to squeeze everything from you now.
Well,
I mean,
for my part, no. But there's always communications of trips and events happening. Literally, they can like pop up. Like we had on a ride, we would come up with an idea like we need to do this, let's do that, let's do this, and it just happens organically, and we just run with it. And also like I just have hairball ideas all the time of like we need to do this, we should do that, and sometimes it falls apart, but it's always what excites people. And I think there's always the organic part of that, and just reaching out with the community, or someone saying, oh, let's do a collaboration ride, like I know this place, and then we scope it out, and it becomes a new route, things like that. It's just there's so much potential for it to happen organically.
Okay.
But I
That's
don't know,
why.
Levin, do you have anything up your sleeve?
nothing yet. Nothing that I probably want to reveal, but I mean, it's a lot of our things right now is spontaneous. So we're gonna
Okay.
plan as we go, and probably the biggest ones are probably gonna be some big events that we're gonna be taking care of next year.
That is the question I would like to ask. Do you going to organize events like the skate icon, like the one really makes the Float Life Fest? Do you think you guys are going to start to say, okay, we want to make this big events too, like one in a year, that is going to be this special one from the LAPVs, that everybody's going to start to talk about it?
I think
That's
the
like,
main one will be AVS.
okay.
So if those speed races, we're probably going to be taking care of. We still have to recoup and like do a post meeting after AVS. We're all still recovering from the last event that we did, and people are back at work. So we're gonna set up a meeting so we could progress more and get better on hosting the AVS races. So those are gonna be the biggest events that we're gonna be holding for next year, and out of town takeovers.
What is the group that works more with you? Is the float motion?
Flex movement.
Yeah,
Flex
Flux
movement.
Movement,
Flex
Yeah,
movement. Sorry.
like for me, Flux is kind of like like LAPV is my mom's side and Flux is my dad's side kind of thing. I'm very involved in both communities, but at the same time, for me, it's ultimately just one community. Um, but I think that it's another facet of the community, and we're both have the same mindset of wanting to grow, and that's going to happen organically too, of where we're going to progress, because Flux is making these wonderful events for the community, like Burning Flux, and the 4th of July ride and a Halloween ride, and all these events that bring the community together. And I think us being part of that also, I don't separate myself between the two. It's just I'm just we're just part of it all, and helping promote each other is a great way to just grow the community. So I'm excited for those events also.
Yeah,
And
Flux is like a sister to LAPV, sister brother.
yeah, that's why I ask it, because you are always, most of the time you are always together in everything you do, rides, everything, and they help a lot the community. I would like to bring these guys to here, because I think they bring lots in the table for the PVs around, not just in LA but around the world. They help a lot, and that is very good. That is then I
Yeah,
have
shout out to Brandon. Yeah, Intro to Speed. That's also growing out. Brandon and Mario.
yeah, that is the other one. The AVS is growing, is coming more and more persons. We have to say to Moe, who is a great creator from the machines, but today is coming, we are seeing coming bigger and bigger. and
It,
we have we have
well, ABS is now well known across the world because the thing about Facebook, it's so global. Like these groups are not just localized. They hear about our rides. They see about the photos that Cody takes. Alien rides.
Mhm.
And Begode themselves reached out to Afro ABS, giving the winners and Begode machines, and like it's all visibility is at an all-time high in that regards, and I think that's just going to get even more bigger in that regards because our local celebrities are becoming actual celebrities within the community, and having them come out, it's a great way to connect everyone together, and we're all good people having a good time together.
So I just want to say to the for the people who don't know, that is a big event happens in one special place. I want to say to this guy who makes the video with the
Ryan,
drone,
shout out to
Ryan
Ryan.
Ryan Alexander, is fantastic. If you have the chance, I'm going to leave the link there. I think that was a game change this year, having this guy here, putting the way he puts the race this year. I think that was very important to see these drones filming this action races. We are seeing the skate ones, the longboards, but the AUCs was very big this year there.
Yes.
And
I think we had 70 EUCs that came
uh-huh.
this time.
So I just want to say thank you so much to Z. He sent me this
Oh,
here.
Zen Lee.
Zen Lee was there. I think he sent me this week this T-shirt from, and I hope that he can come back. But do you? I was just not so happy not to see too much one wheels there. Was not so. So I hope that next time is going to be the next event. I hope to see more one wheels and maybe a little more longboards, because the AUC, they take the place a little more. A bikes. Do you see many there, or
We decided not to do e-bikes this year because
okay?
we might have been overwhelmed with the amount of participants.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody does have an e-bike, even like one our dignified ride, it was crapped on an e-bike. So if they end up wanting to race, it's going to be a pretty hectic qualifyings and finals. So possibly the next time we go around, we will have an e-bike class. We have to discuss that when we do our meeting.
But it's very sad if you don't have it next time. I think
Yeah,
it's
I know.
important for you
A lot of
guys.
people wanted one, but it was just the EUCs itself. 70 EUCs.
Or maybe you can make it separated, like one time just for the 3 or 4 categories of maybe Super 73, the Soul Runs, and then the DIYs
Builds,
bikes. Yeah,
yeah.
I think
It's
I
been a
think
good day
it's
now.
Yeah, it's all in the discussions that we're gonna be taking on in the next month or so. So
I'm going to ask you something. How much costed? I don't want to know, but how much costed for you to use this here? For the people to understand, there is
to
any costs? Is free? How
for
that
the
works?
track,
Yes,
yeah, we have to pay for the track.
yes, of course. That's
Yeah,
why it's expensive.
yeah,
I'm
it's a
going to. I'm making
yeah.
this question because everybody's out there who have money, who have a company, who can help these guys doing this.
I mean, if you're comfortable, this is nothing for you. But I mean, if you're an upcoming company, then it might be a little bit tough. So, but we had participants to cover a lot of the costs. So
Yeah, but that's why I'm asking you to everybody is out there who can have the chance to maybe contact you guys and help you with these events. I think it's important because you need help, guys.
yeah,
You need help.
we any sponsorship or any support donations we
Yeah.
will take. So
That's why I'm telling you this. I know that it's very expensive because I make events here and I know how much is expensive for me to make a small track. Here is a big one. Here you're going to use all the day long. That was 2 days.
yeah, it was 2 days
Yeah.
long.
2 days that you're going to use this space. That means that is lots of money, guys. That's why I'm telling you, in USA there is lots of money, guys. You are expending in
Guys,
maybe.
that track is huge. Just watching this.
Yeah, but this
Yeah,
year, this
I'm
guys,
right watching this.
that was lots of people there. And I think if there is guys who invest in you guys in these events that can go bigger and bigger and bigger, that is going to help the PV community. And I think that is going to come people from out of USA, from maybe other parts from USA, and that
definitely.
it can grow. Please.
Yeah, I think I think exposure is number one key in that regards. I think us doing these events, like making the effort to do it, like if not us, someone else is going to do it, or no one else is going to do it. So I think for us to actually go out there and do it and bring out the exposure, and our goal is to actually promote this, to show other people what we're about, and the more eyeballs are on this, the better. I think just this next year is going to be bigger. Next year is going to be bigger. It's just going to grow from here.
Yeah, it's just gonna scale. So yeah, if you guys are willing to sponsor some of the track days that we do, please come contact us. We have info@lapev.com.
Yeah, that's what I've. Then we are talking about the intro speed. You guys, most of them, they go every weekend there. You guys are all the weekends there too. How is the reaction with the people going there most of the time?
The riders or the
Everybody is there. Of course, the riders, you are always riding there, but there is more than just riding. I think it's lots of work to bring all the stuff. Do you have to ask for permission to go there, or you going to go when you want?
That's a bigger. Well, that's not a bigger conversation. The dam is literally where you go. There's
Yes,
Brandon
I'm going to put it now. The pictures.
Yeah.
Brandon
And Mario and Fest takes care of that sector. They do it every week, or try to do it every week. And the last few weeks, before ABS, it helped a lot of people. They set up the track as an ABS track, and it helped a lot of people, and they got faster and faster. And right now, LA holds the AUC track record on ABS. And then we're also having, we still have the Mario Brandon's lap times for ABS. They still have the top times. So the Eastgate.
Yeah.
But you're having lots of people coming more and more. Their training is every Sunday.
Yes, that was yesterday. I think the same conversation we had before when I had my last conversation with you is bringing exposure to intro to speed. I feel like my pictures do a good job, but also they do a bad job of showing new riders that this is something that's meant for them, because it still looks very intimidating when you see the best riders out there on these stooge boards, which are like top of the line race machines, whereas I'm trying to introduce the fact that it's not just for them. It's more about everybody who wants to learn to get better on a one wheel, on an e-bike, on an e-skate, on a meepo, on a backfire. Like, the goal is for you to come out and learn to become a better rider. It's not just about learning to ride faster, but just knowing your PEV and understanding how to get better as a rider and more control and more confident as a rider. And speed is the byproduct that you learn from becoming a better rider. And I think that's an all-around good thing to know as a rider. And it's a great way to bond and meet and get tips from the best riders in the community.
Yeah, and you have good riders. And you have
The
fantastic
best, right?
riders.
I mean, literally. And right there in the middle is Fletcher.
Tucker.
Tucker. Tucker.
That guy is gonna be crazy the next year or so.
So Tucker.
Yeah, but it's coming new people, fast riders, a lot.
I love this picture.
This one? Yeah, this one
mean,
is fantastic. That is very, very, very... It's difficult to catch a picture like this. That was very good. Red beer. The red. Brennan.
Yeah.
So it's going to come here too. in January.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
When are
he's
you,
going
when
to.
are you coming, Nelson? That's a bigger question.
I don't need to. I will try to go this year. The COVID has stopped me 2 years, but I'm going to go there. Believe it or
We're
not.
we're
Please
waiting for
come.
you.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to come. I was not. When I speak with you guys, I was planning to go and make like a travel of around USA for maybe 2 months. But then comes the COVID and everything was shut down. We cannot go again. We not can go to USA, and that was like. But this year, I think is going to be better.
Well, I
How
think,
is the? Yeah, please, please.
I think this year is well, the coming year is optimal for you because same thing with us. I think that time we needed to just regroup and to grow, and now we're ready to have you here. So it's a good time.
Yeah, because I want to make lots of stuff there. I want to bring a new board that I'm planning to be finishing. I would like to ride with you guys. I know that I was talking with the other guys. He tell me, Nelson, you have to bring a machine that goes more than 40 miles per hour, or you're not going to catch this, guys. And that is the plan for me to come and bring. I would bring without batteries, and I buy the batteries there because I know that traveling with batteries is very
We
complicated
can have a
thing.
battery waiting for you here also.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
very
of course. That's not a problem. I will bring something new that you never see it.
wonderful.
It's from Atox and is being finished. Then maybe I can make something good with you guys, and everybody can try it.
Yeah, just ship it over. Tell us when it's
Yeah,
good.
because the battery is without, and it's no problem. It's easy.
Yeah.
I send to you guys, and then when I come to LA, you guys going to give me then, and we going to go for rides, and we can try it. That way, I think it's going to be nice to see it. There is a question here from Tom. Hello, Tom. I hope that you are okay, my friend. I know that you have another accident. Tom is in UK. He has anyone who don't knows, he has a YouTube channel with lots of reviews and talks about lots of things. The question is, hey, do you think
Top
the
speed.
intro speed is pushing the limits, or what?
I think the Mario and Brandon can be a better person to answer this, but I believe Morgan at AVS on his time had a really fast time, I think, and I think he go faster? I believe so. I mean, um,
There is a difference between the AUCs and the skateboards, the longboards, or the AUCs are coming closer.
what were the fastest lap times at AVS 11?
I,
And,
f-
and, and
I
what, and
think it
what,
was
what,
the AUCs a little faster.
and was
Morgan
that
threw
board
115 something on
Hmm.
the e-skate on the
Morgan
street,
is fast.
and then the fastest one is for the EUC is 117. But the fastest e-skate that we've gotten on ABS is around low 114s, I think. So
I
and,
was
it's
seeing
and
last.
that's what the board regulated to 80% output.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It
So
wasn't a
you
full
mean
out.
they can go faster?
Yeah, I was looking to Morgan riding in a tunnels in a garage, and the guy is fast. The guy is really fast. He's going to come here to the live too next month. We're going to talk about it because I think that is crazy. So coming to close to, I was telling maybe it's going to be an hour of interview.
No, not with us, Nelson.
I was thinking, okay, maybe an hour we're going to be finished. So I just want to say to everyone is here. I think she's. Sorry, guys, I got to go. Okay, she has to go. Thank you for her to coming. I'm going to just to make some fast questions about LAPVs, and we're going to go to the end. But before, I want to say, how can you describe the LAPD in not too many words?
Good vibes.
Um,
Good vibes.
Well, it
What
definitely
re-
starts from the localization that we are in Los Angeles,
Mhm.
but I believe it's all PEVs are welcome. I think that's literally within our names of PEV, and just having an avenue to express ourselves and have fun on group rides, and being able to showcase that and grow within the community and highlight that. I think that's what our goal and my goal is in the community, is to bring people together and ride together and have a good time. Because that's my main goal. Is like I always try to make a ride around sunset, or sometime, that's optimal for everyone, just to hang out and have a good time.
Yeah, that is the main thing. I was seeing here yesterday was the track was 26 miles for top speed. That is that is a little fast.
Ron is very fast.
Yeah, Ron. I'm asking him for come here to the live, and he missed it 2 times. He have to come here. He's a fantastic rider too. I have to catch him here.
Put on your list of 100 people to interview.
No, I it was 2 times. We was everything prepared for him to come, and then close to the interview, he said I cannot come. The second time we have to plan again, because he's a person that is 2 years. I'm trying to bring him here. I think he's a great rider.
He's more elusive than I am.
No, it's not like that. I think it's important for us to know him a little more, because he's a fantastic rider. He's not just I'd love to have everybody, but I think in the beginning was one of the first persons I invited, and sometimes don't happen. It's like this life. We never know. In this day, in this time, you don't have time to come. You see Justin today. Yeah, that is like that. Life is like this. Yeah. So, I don't want to make this video longer. 2 hours, I think, is enough for the people. I would love to see the LAPV coming to the top of the world, because you guys deserve it. I think you have one of the best teams of the world. You inspire lots of persons around the world. I think you can the best way to put it, I think the groups around the world has lots to learn from you guys, because you are not just a group of PVs, you are a big family, and that's what we need in a community, is for us to stick and be together and fix all the things together. And I understand. Yeah, that's why I think everybody like you was alone fixing everything and putting everything together, Levin, and you making the photos, videos, and I think everybody doing everything makes this community bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why everybody talks about you guys, and like you tell Smalls, it's not just you, the LAPV is from most of the people inside of there, because it's not just 1 or 2, it's a lots of persons, and everybody's inside is happy, is enjoying, have so much fun, and that is what we need. We have our jobs, we have our private lives, and sometimes we need a little freedom to have fun, and that's what LA PVs has to give to everyone. And I'm very proud to have you here again. The 3 of you have helped me a lot in this journey to bring riders here, to bring persons, to know persons, to bring this community together from around the world, and the support you give it, because sometimes the people don't understand what is this life. They think, oh, this is life, the guy is making money. No, forget it. We are making here riders to help the community, rider to rider. Sometimes the people tell me, oh no, so nobody knows me, why do I go there? Just come. Talk a little about you. How was your experience? That is the meaning of this life. I do it for love. I do it because I create new friends. I do it to help the community. Maybe you are alone in your village or your city or in your country, and maybe you're going to find another person close to you that goes and make a ride with you, or maybe he never ride and he comes to you and he learn with you, and you start to have a small community, and that's how everything grows. I live in one place that I'm alone. I don't have nobody to ride. My best friend was here, and now he's in Philippines riding, and now I'm again alone, and it's not easy, and that's why I think it's important for us to help each other. That's why I thank you so much for all of you done. I'm very proud to every time I make my Facebook open on my Instagram or my YouTube, and I see pictures and videos and so much stuff from you guys, and I can have a little of like a a small smile in my face, and asking myself when I get that chance to have what you guys have. That's why I thank you so much for everything. From my side, I would leave you guys with the last words for your community, because your community is bigger. For the people who's going to come later on and see this video, I think is important, and I don't have. I cannot stop with words to say thank you, guys, for everything you've done for your big community. You change the game for all of us around the world, and I know that is lots of persons proud and would love to be maybe in your events or maybe in one ride with you guys together. I think that is not just in USA, is around the world. That's why I thank you so much for everyone. I'm not going to put names here because it's too much names to put it in a table. I thank all of you guys together in LAPEVs are stronger. I very proud to see that you are guys now are working again with other groups from there, that you can work together, that you can show that the important thing is the community. I leave you with the last words for each of you, for your community, and I want to thank you so much to Justin to come very shortly, and let's start with you, my friend. Leave the last words for you.
First of all, Nelson, thanks for having us again. Appreciate it, and thanks for the appreciation for us. But I do want to shout out the team at LAPEV. You guys know who you are. You've done a lot of work this year. I hope we continue to collaborate and work together and grow this community more. We have more plans for next year. For anybody that wants to join us, you are always welcome to join us. Bring a PV, bring anything that you can, and come join us for a ride. And we appreciate you participating and bringing the vibes to LAPEV. So, and thank you, Smalls. You've done a lot of work too. You are one of the highlights in LAPEV. So,
Yay. No, I appreciate that. And same, it's been an honor to be part of this community. And I think that's what's the driving motivation on all this, is just reaching out to the community and getting the love from the community 10 times fold, and what I can do to make and grow the community continually, and all these new projects in the pipeline, all these fun adventures, going and traveling, and all the things behind the camera that you don't see, just the fun laughs and the moments that matter, and it is about the writing and the boards and the sports, but it's also about all the other moments too, and I think that's been very I've been grateful for that, to make all these new friendships and connections and things that I've never expected from this community, and it's just the beginning, and I'm excited to be a part of that, and also experience that and see other people make new friendships and new bonds from all this, and it's just grateful for all of that, and you guys make it amazing. So
Thank you so much. Hey guys, you are the best ones. Believe it or not, the community love you guys, and you are the best. I just want to say something before we go. For tomorrow we have another interview. This interview is going to be with a family, father and the two kids. They ride the three of them one wheels. They love it. They are very fast, the three of them. I have the pleasure to ride with them. They come from all parts of the world. One is in Portugal, the other one is in America, the other one is in I think in Asia now. In a moment, they do a lot for the community. If you guys have the chance to come and see them and you heard the story from him, one of them was with a company in USA. Everybody's going to know him a little more. He's not anymore there, but he has lots lots to do in the background from the PV Worlds and the One Wheels. I know that lots of people ask, oh, sometimes the faces that you see is not everything. There is lots of people who work in a backstage and do lots of stuff for us. I think it's important for you to come and see, and it's going to be amazing. For everyone who don't know this is the tour in Portugal. Every year is made. That was the tour 22. Now it's going to be the tour 23. They're going to speak about that, because that is 5 days of riding One Wheels, just for One Wheels, and you don't stop. 5 days, just go from one side to the other side of a country, and just riding off-road and knowing new people, new ways of food. This year was people from USA, from all over. I think it was 12 or 13 countries together there, and was amazing. They're going to talk a little more about that. I have a surprise for them. If you guys have the chance, come and support. I think it's important for you to, maybe if you have a question, leave it, and that way is going to help the community. Is going to incentivize these guys from the One Wheels of Portugal. They lose money the 2 events they make in these 2 last years. If there is a company around there who can help them, it's going to be a lot. The people think that LAPEVs, they make lots of money with t-shirts, with these events. No, most of the time they come for our pockets. It's difficult, guys. It's not easy. And that's why, if you are out there, help these guys to do more events. That way we can grow and grow. That is always my word, kind word. Sometimes I'm a little more aggressive with my expressions, because I think there is lots of money out there, and the people can help us a little more with that. And it's going to be easy for us. It's going to motivate more people to do it. That's why I say to everyone, happy anniversary. What is this?
This week, this month is our anniversary. Yeah.
I just want
1 year.
It's a great milestone to see where we started from.
Thank you, Hope.
I just want to see. So thank you so much. Have a good time, guys. We're going to go out of the live. Thank you and enjoy it. Ride fast, but